Welcome to Assyria TV, Moussa Esa.
Thank you. I'm proud to be here.
How long has the board been taking that role for Assyriska FF?
This is our fifth season. We started in the spring of 2019.
How would you describe the future for Assyriska FF?
As I see it right now, we have a very bright future. We are looking forward to evolve the club from the current situation in the 4th division in football in Sweden to the highest level we can play on as a club. And not to be bragging about it, I'm talking about the Champions League in a 10 years period from now.
We heard something about a goal by 2034. What's that goal about?
Yeah, you know, as people, as Assyrians, everything we take on to be the best in it. And if we would be true to ourselves, if we are a football club, we should play on the highest level possible. And if we make the plans, I know there is interest, there is love for the club, and also we are working on the confidence. So from a 10 years period from now, we should play at the highest level, and the highest level for a club in Europe is the Champions League.
So you're saying that you're going to play in Champions League by 2034?
I understand that it can seem like a joke, but yes, of course. Let me tell you something about when we started and founded the club in 1974. We got asked a similar question about if we could play, what is our goals, and we played in the 7th division. And somebody then told the journalists that we were going to play on the highest level in Sweden, and people were laughing. But 30 years later, we achieved that, and we must believe in ourselves and also dare to dream big. And it's not only a dream, it's going to be true. Our current situation right now, like I mentioned, we play in the 4th division in Sweden. We are at the top of the table right now. We have 10 games to play. Hopefully we will almost this year qualify for the next level, would be the 3rd level. The club is thriving. We have a lot of youth players. We have approximately 20 teams of youngsters, boys and girls. And we are fighting right now. We are about 5-6 people who are working with this pro bono. It's besides our jobs and making this happen. But we believe, and we have found now last year, that it's a lot of interest around the club and want to take the next step. And the next step is becoming more professional.
How do you think we can get our youth to get involved in the team?
The youth is almost the easiest part to get into the team, but then you have to give them something important to nourish them, to bring them on from the streets in Södertälje. We can help them by give them something meaningful, because also through football they learn about a lot of our identity. So I have also always seen the club as a platform for identity. I remember when I was young and Assyriska played in the highest level in 2005 in Sweden. The whole world visited Södertälje, and we all felt very proud because they knew our name before they met us. And you know how difficult it is to explain to anybody who doesn't know what Assyrian is. But in 2005, Japan, Germany, France, all of the world was in Little Södertälje to ask about who are the Assyrians.
What kind of challenges do you think you're facing?
Our challenges is like always, like any other clubs, but for us it's also about identity. Like for a Swede, they have their own country, they never have to think about identity. But for us it's always more than football. We have economics, that's a challenge. We have facilities, that's a challenge. And then catching the youth's engagement. Like we must be more professional, more structured to catch their engagement and bring them in to our house.
Is the club planning anything for its 50 years anniversary next year?
Yeah, next year we have our 50 years anniversary, and we are planning a lot of activities. One of them is a big gala where we will invite all old players and trainers and also supporters who have made a lot for the club. But also we will make we are planning to give out a book, like a scrapbook for all 50 years, and maybe play in a different sweater. It's like maybe our first sweater when we had the colors of red and yellow, the first one. So that is the activities we will do. Maybe we'll also make a tournament and maybe a game between us and our local rivals. For the 50 years anniversary, we will also like to take new steps through the club's identity, not only the Assyrian identity. We will be the first club who will work actively against non-violence and against drugs and match fixing. We find this very important to take on the youth and bring them on to not take the wrong path in life. We must catch them and help their parents to bring them in early. So this will be one of the goals, main goals also, to start taking those steps, not only talk about them, but actively work with these questions.
You mean like being a role model for the youth?
Yeah, it's very important today, you know, because the youth is occupied with all social medias and other stuff that take in their engagement. We have to be role models to take them in and show them what this club is all about.
So you mean on and off the pitch then?
Of course. If you look at us as a club, we are trained professional football players, but also good citizens.
Do you have anything else to say to our people and viewers around the globe?
Around the globe is very important. Yes, we would like to our fellow Assyrians all over the world to see us as their team, because we are not only a local team here in Sweden, in Södertälje, we are also the national team of Assyrians, and they all have the chance to engage in the club. We want them in, we want their engagement, we want their support, we want them in to help the club grow stronger, because the higher we play, the higher is our voice.
So you mean even if I'm a resident in Canada, I could help with membership, and I don't have to live in Sweden to be involved in the team as far as becoming a member of the team and helping the team financially?
It's a very important question. You can live anywhere in the world. You know, we live in a global time right now. But as long as you feel like Assyriska FF, this team, with the people who don't have a country but a nation, this is your national team of Assyria all over the world. So you can help us privately, you can help us if you have a company. And you know, really, if you think this through, this is happening all over the world. All over Europe, clubs are being bought and being also great business for the one who buys them. Not necessarily so for Assyriska FF, but it could happen for anyone who has visions to make any big club in Europe. Assyriska is the right team. If you're Assyrian, if you understand the power of football, and maybe you want to make business.
Yeah, because as I understood it, we made it this far with a fraction of money that other supporters or other clubs in Sweden or in the world, like with really, really small means, been reaching quite some goals.
Yeah, you're right about that. Also, we are known in the Swedish football family that we can make a lot with a small budget. So if we get only a little bit of help, we will make marvels.
So we could call ourselves some form of superheroes.
Definitely, because you know, if the Assyrian history, we are superhumans, But I think today, with no exaggeration, with a little help of everyone, we could reach the highest level possible. It's no problem. We did it in 2005 in Allsvenskan, but we only lasted 1 year. But today we are stronger, we know better, and we must build for the future. We must build something sustainable. We are not interested to, if anyone gives us a contribution for 1 million and then forgets about us. We want a 10 years plan. We want people to engage and open up their networks for us, and we will make great stuff together.
One last question. What do you have to say to the youth, directly to the youth, the Assyrian youth, that are kind of struggling to find their own identity of being Assyrian?
I would like to say, lift up your heads from your mobile phones and the screen. Look up and dare to ask questions about your history. And also come to the club, come to us, come to our house. There is a lot of knowledge right here. And we will gladly share this with you. And I want to promise you something, that I want to give you something to be proud of in the coming years. Like from 10 years from now, I hope you can say that that team in Champions League, that's our national team.
Thank you very much, Moussa Esa, and once again, thanks for this interview.
Thank you, Assyriska FF, for this opportunity. I hope somebody hear this and thinks that this is a good way to go for the club, and picks up the phone and wants to get engaged.
Thank you.